Good morning. I haven't been posting for a little bit. I've been super busy at work. I'm getting ready for a double rip of electrolysis. So I had electrolysis on Thursday and again yesterday on Saturday. So I was just in a dysphoric, yucky mood. But at the same time going and taking care of what needed to be done in order to not be in a disgusting, dysphoric, yucky mood. So I know we do what we do and we move on. So anyway, I had a good day yesterday with my bestie. Hung out. Excuse me. Apparently I just ate a frog. Hung out with her friends and family. It was a birthday of some sort. My goodness, it was so much fun. One of the things that I've noticed, and I want to share with you, is one of the very positive things about transition. When you're full-time and meet new people, they often just only know that person. So this whole group of people, they just know Jackie. That's it. So there's no confusion. There's no messed up pronouns. There's no, billion questions about my origins and stuff, Oh yeah, they know, but they don't care. They just know me as Jackie. They know who I am. They just know me as this nutty girl that hangs out with one of their family members and we go and do fun things like go make candles. Or, find some new exciting food we haven't tried or something, Bowling. Oh, bowling would be fun. I want to go bowling today and suggest that. So I'm off to pick up my bestie and go to church. Because that's one of the things we've really enjoyed is getting back to church was important for both of us. We enjoy it. So that's what I'm doing. But that's kind of the perk, right? So you finally make your first inroads to finally just being yourself, and everyone is struggling to figure out the you they now know, and pronouns are a mess, and your family, families in general, my experience has not been grand. My family's just ostracized me to a degree, and I don't know what'll ever come of it, so. And some families are good, some families are accepting, but they know so much about you, and they often struggle with pronouns, and, they apologize right away and everything. But it's still, kind of, oh gosh, wouldn't a fresh start be nice? That's kind of what it is when you meet new people and make new friends. You do have that fresh start, and it kind of feeds your soul just a little bit, and it's nice. And so yesterday I was off having a good time. We were just playing a game and having snacks, and I was feeding my soul, and I enjoyed myself so thoroughly. That is something to look forward to. So I'm just sharing with you that's something that you could look forward to moving down the road of transition. Making those connections and friends and getting to hang out with, other families. My family is not wanting me around, but to be honest, I have several different friends with several families that would be more than happy to have me come for any event, Clearly I was, it's somebody's birthday and very, I like this person, a very nice, hardworking individual, family-oriented, and just a pleasant and intelligent person. I like sitting and talking with that person, and for whatever reason, I suppose, I got the invite to the birthday party because people seem to connect with me at some level as well, and that's great. Isn't that what we want with our friends, to be included and find interest, So that's something I thought you'd like to know, a nice little positive. So many fears and so many negatives and so many anxieties. There are positives, beyond just getting to be you. It's not like a lifetime of difficulties. It is a lot of difficulties, and it is for a long time, but you will find a way to push through if you look for the positive things. Putting forward a positive energy will actually draw in more positive things. So if you're having a positive mental attitude, I am promising you, and I know this because I have to go through it as well, that positive things will be drawn to you like a magnet. Things can go wrong, and they're going to go wrong. I'm not saying things won't go wrong. In fact, they may go horrifyingly, constantly, like, oh my gosh, how am I going to fix this, And then you move through it, you maintain your positive mental attitude, and you find a way to get out the other side, and somehow it works out. And sometimes it actually works positively. Like something so negative or perceived as negative initially becomes this great positive. I have something currently which I'm really struggling with, I will be honest. I flat freaked out when this happened at my job. It's my, I do a lot of the bookkeeping and things, and the sales tax collection and disbursement to it used to be the SBOE, or State Board of Equalization. Now it's the CDTFA, or California Department of Tax and Administration, or whatever it is. And they butchered up their website and everything. It's just horrifying. We couldn't even get stuff filed with them, and the returns couldn't get filed for a while. We had a call. It was like, oh my gosh. And I know other places have struggled as well. And one of our vendors that we haven't used in a long time had requested from us that we give them a backdated resale card, but it was to a date when we were a different company. And it's like, and I'd love to, but I don't actually know the old number. So it's a problem. I said, I really want you to call me, because I didn't want to email somebody and say we're going to do something when I'm not sure if we're supposed to or not. So I just thought I'd talk to them. So I know what they did. In desperation, what they did is they filled out a resale card for us with our current information backdated. Well, that's not going to match, so that probably threw a red flag with the CDTFA, and they're like, oh dear, something's amiss. And then they're going to come and audit us now. And it's like, oh, for the love of cats. Really? Great. Like, I don't have enough to do. Now I have to go through this audit process. And it is really difficult. Part of our stuff now is online, and collecting from every county, city, municipality that has a different tax, rate. And all, it's impossible to collate all that data for, thousands and thousands of online sales. It's just not possible. The online sales portals like eBay and Amazon, they don't have anything for it. It's not put together, They put that on the seller. So it's like, oh, goodness, So we once, when we started doing that, had called and talked to our SBOE rep and said, I don't know how else to do this other than to charge the tax that we have here at our physical location, which is admittedly higher than almost everywhere else. I said, but if that's allowable, we just want to do it, because then it's easy. Then we know exactly what we've collected. We know exactly how much the gross was for it, and we can fill out your form and send it to you, and it will be correct. And that's the best we can do. Otherwise, there's really no way for us to collate, hundreds of pages of documentation every quarter for all of these different things. And then your filing system doesn't allow for it. There is no on your website. I mean, I could stay there for several days in a row trying to click in every amount for every city, for every municipality, for every county, everything. It's going to be a nightmare, and I'm sorry, that's too big of a burden. So, I didn't put my phone in airplane mode, so you probably just got buzzed. My bestie is wanting to know where I'm at. Oh, okay. Well, she wants to know when I'm going to get her. So, anyway, that's going to be a nightmare of monumental proportion. However, it'll all work out. I was talking to a friend of mine who used to own a business that went through the same audit, and I asked him, how bad is this? Are we going to get hit for over-collecting? Because you're not supposed to over-collect either. And I said, I don't really know. Somebody told me once, but I don't have this in writing. And they want everything in writing. I was like, well, we asked, we did our due diligence, and we did the best we could. And we gave you every single penny, that we collected as best we could do. And who knows, sometimes I know eBay on the listing, they'll kick out the tax protocol, and I have to go back and look at it once in a while. I think they do it on purpose. Because I know I put it in all of them, and I'll go back and it'll have the little check mark won't be in the box for collect taxes anymore. It's like, eBay, I see what you're doing. And so we do the best we can, and we can't go chase down that stuff. So I will just simply give all the information I can and the reporting that I can to the CDTFA representative when they come to do the audit. What more can I do? My friend was saying, it's entirely possible you've overcollected, and if so, they probably are going to have to refund you. And I thought, well, why would they do that? Doesn't it need to go back to the customer if that's the case? But I don't know. So I guess there's a possibility that they'll owe us money. I don't know. It's weird. All that being said, the idea of being audited for me just took 5 years off the tail of my life. I can't stand audits. Went through an EDD audit, or employment department, audit. And again, we do everything by the books. But they found two things. There were two bonuses years and years and years ago that were given out by the owners to some employees that weren't on payroll. And even I was like, do you have to do that? I don't know. I think we always do that through payroll. I don't know. Two $50 checks for a couple of employees. That was it. And it cost us $550 in fines and fees. Don't get mad at me. Oh my goodness, really? You want me to pull forward into the road? Well, go ahead now. You have room. You've got room. My goodness. Are we just going to be really nasty? Really nasty person in your awesome Mercedes. Excuse me with my Volvo. So I don't know what's going to happen with all that. All I know is I'm going to do my best. So, once I prayed a little and said, just make me be the most diligent person I can throughout this process and deal with the outcome, things just calmed down for me. I stopped freaking out, and I felt more calm, and I feel more calm about it now, so it's all okay, and I'll move my way through it, even though I hate those things. If we get fined or feed and it's $1,000 or $2,000 or something, well, we will just pay it and move on. I don't want to have any more anxiety in my life, so why create anxiety where I don't need it, right? So, positive mental attitude. Okay, initially I didn't really have it. I opened this letter and started slapping it around in the warehouse and screaming about it, and shipping manager came over and like, what the hell's wrong? And he was pissed off at them too. He's like, oh, for the love of God, don't they know you do everything in your power to do this correctly? I'm like, no, clearly not. So it's just a nightmare situation. Doing business here is very difficult. But we do our best, and there's no way to know everything, so we try. And I think that's all we can do. Positive mental attitude, however, is the single best thing for you health-wise and mentally. Taking a step back and breathing, even though you're having massive anxiety like I did. And allowing yourself to just remind your brain, hey, you know what? It is whatever it is. You're going to do the best you can do, and the outcome will be the outcome, and you'll deal with it. It's not going to be the end of everything. It's just going to be what it's going to be, and you'll find a way, and you'll move past, and you move on. And since I came to that space, and I got my mental attitude straightened up, more positive things have happened. I'm not going to go through the litany of positive things, but I've had some really nice positive things occur. And I think that once you get into that positive frame of mind, the positive things draw themselves towards you like a magnet. And I think if you're in a negative frame of mind, negative things can be drawn to you as well. So it's really rather important to stay positive, even when things are going very, very wrong. So just take that to heart for what it is. And know that I feel much better and less dysphoric now that so much hair has been removed. I'm a little swollen over here, and that's fine. I'm not worried about swollen. I'm just excited to have nice, clear skin and no more beard. And we're getting down, to the last of the chin and going under the neck now. So we'll be in cleanup mode soon enough. No more fresh ground to rip, and just clean up. And then, of course, As soon as we're done up here and we're in cleanups and we're under, it takes less than 4 hours to do a cleanup, fun, oh joy, oh fun, you go downstairs. So as soon as I get my face clear enough that a 4-hour session is too long on my face, I have to take off my pants, start working downstairs so they can defurry that side. I swear, I wish the estrogen or hormones would work as well as it does for female to male when you're discussing male to female. Female to male, they get hair, it grows, and it's like, we want it. So, they get it. They get nice beards and, little happy trail. And it's like, oh my gosh, it works so good. But for us girls, it's still there. Oh, it's stupid hair. Although it does kind of stop. Chest hair, arm hair, stuff pretty much. I think my chest hair stopped. Happy trail's gone. Luckily, it wasn't ever very furry, so, no big deal. Stuff on my arms grows so slow. It's like, okay, it's pretty nice. But it doesn't get rid of stuff, so I know it's probably not polite to say, but the one place I'm very furry is my backside, and it's like I tried to catch a tail. It's like I tried to catch a squirrel and only caught him by the tail back there. Sadly, it's reality. But what I was told is that's going to get cleared up. So I'm like, yay! All the stuff. So of all the stuff I have to deal with, whatever. I'm glad that'll be one of them. So I want to remind you that there's tons of resources out there, as I always do. There is transgenderpulse.com. They have resources in their resource page, of course, for therapists that are gender affirming in your area. You can look by area, and I've done that, and I actually found a fantastic person, and just that's how my journey started. So I also want to remind you they have suicide hotlines if for some reason you just cannot find your positive mental attitude and it's really, really getting you down and you need to speak with somebody. That resource is there. Go utilize it. There's also fantastic people there who will discuss how you're doing and the idea of transition and the topics of transition and the going through it phases and emotional difficulties and stuff. They don't talk about anything sexual. They don't talk about anything medication dosage wise. That's not what that place is there for. It is for support. If you need support, use it. It's there. Utilize the resource for what it is. And I saved for the very end of the video because I find this incessant. Hey, like the video. Give me a thumbs up. Seriously, give me a thumbs up. Jackie wants a thumbs up. Come on, give me one. Give me a little thumbs up love. Then go and subscribe so you know what's going on. Subscribe so you get the alerts. It's been a few days and I know some people are like, Jackie, what's up? Why are you not posting? Well, if you had the little bell clicked on your subscription, you would have gotten the alert when this posted. So if you haven't done that, go back to your subscription, click the bell so you can figure out when I'm posting because you want to hear what's going on with me. We are exactly 3 months from top surgery. Fun, oh joy, oh fun. Early in April, we have to go and start picking things out. Still a little confused, but I think I'm headed for a C cup. I don't know. Whatever's normal. So, and there's other stuff. There's bottom surgery class. There's a number of things. Hanging out with my friends. We're going to have some people on the couch. I know I say that all the time, but we are. Finally got some people and their timelines all kind of figured out. So, that is coming. Take care of yourself. Have a fantastic weekend. Weekends are the time when you recharge yourself. And I know this weekend's pretty much over, but I hope you had a good one. And I hope you have a productive week and everything works out for you. Remember, positive mental attitude is everything. It's going to draw the positive things towards you like a magnet. So you be the magnet for positivity, and it will really be nice for you. Take care. I'll see you next time. Bye, honeys.